Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Marching with Sherry. My husband and I are in Chicago at the Hotel Monaco, and we're just celebrating. It's almost our anniversary, 22 years of wedded bliss. So this is a series, and I'm just going to be talking about things that concern me, things that probably concern you. And I'm going to be telling you a little bit about my novels. You know about Love Changes. Love Changes is a interracial love story set in Chicago, mainly in the 50s and 60s. The guy is white, his name's Mark, the girl is black, her name is Shelley, and it follows them from the time they're children into adulthood. The good news is, for those who really loved Love Changes, and I hear from you that there are quite a few, is that I am working on the spin-offs. So I have Love Dreams, and I will tell you that this is about James. He's one of the cast-off characters, love interest of Shelley, one of the ones she did not choose. And then I also have Love Promises I am working on, and it is about Cameron. Remember the snidely Cameron O'Neill, who you probably could not stand in the first novel? Well, he's got his own novel, so it'll be nice for you to check in and see what's going on with him. We deal with a lot of issues in the novels. We deal with concerns of weight. We deal with concerns of, some people would say mental illness. Some people might say / demonic oppression or spiritual oppression. So we deal with, a vast array of topics. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about something that recently came to my mind. I was listening to some women talk, and I was thinking, why do women get with men that are basically pig's ears, souse's ears, and try to make silk purses out of them? I'm not sure why that happens. But then when it does, they are either trying to change the man or they're looking to God to change the man. And sometimes it's just a really difficult situation that they've gotten themselves into. So I want to talk a little bit about choosing the right man from the get-go. Okay, women, realize that you are uniquely made, that you have a purpose in this life, that you are worthwhile. So sit down and make yourself a list of the things that you want in a man. Don't just go and find somebody that seems like he might be okay. He looks good. Well, my shoe looks good. I don't want to date it for life. I don't want to marry my shoe, okay? You get what I'm saying? I'm saying find someone that has some criteria, some standard that you've set. I made a list. I'm going to tell you just a few things that were on my list. I said he had to look good to me. So when I see him, he's got to look good to me. He doesn't have to look good to every sister walking up and down the street. He doesn't have to look like he's on the front of a GQ magazine, though there are days when I think he could. But I'm just saying that was not the number one on my list. Also, he had to have a sense of humor. I want to laugh. I don't want to be with somebody that's going to bore me or that's going to just grump around the house all day long. You want to try to live with this person for 50, 60 years. I don't want to grump. Had to be smart, because I don't want to sit around and try to have conversation with someone who, has never read a book, never watched the news, doesn't know what's going on in current events, doesn't know what's going on around the world. And, who loved me. Because women, we're always putting our hearts into relationships. It's nothing for us to love, to find someone to love. We need someone who loves us. And in my case, it had to be someone who loved God, because when it really gets right down to it and we're arguing or we're not, got to make a big decision, I need to know that it's not going to come down to my ego or his ego, but it's going to be, what does God want for our lives? And let's submit to each other and let's submit to him. So those just are a few of my criteria, and I'm saying have some criteria, please. Have some criteria. I've seen too many young women, too many old women just settle, just any old thing. And don't be stuck. I've talked more than one time about interracial dating, and it's not because you have to or you need to. My husband is African American, and I'm more than thrilled. But I'm just saying, don't be stuck in a rut. Be flexible, be open, be available. Okay, so that's my tip for today, is just to have some criteria, have a standard. Don't just pick up the first thing that comes along and expect that he's going to get fixed by you or even fixed by God. Because, you know, we have our own will, and not even God is going to break us down and bend us into something that we have no intention or desire to be. So, Sherry Lucille at SherryLucille.com. You can get love changes there. You can get love changes at any bookstore by special order. You can also get love changes on your Kindle reader for Amazon. A myriad of ways to be reading love changes and falling in love today. And keep a good thought for me, ladies and gentlemen, because I hope to get these novels from this form into that form in the very near future so you can be reading spin-offs. All right, that's it for today. Another in the series of Marching with Sherry. Oh, I forgot to tell you why I called it that. It's almost March, and that's the season of my anniversary, and this is the second time that my husband and I have come to the Hotel Monaco in March to spend some time in Chicago away from our home, just to rest, relax, and have some fun. See you next time on Marching with Sherry.